When you picture Frankenstein, you probably imagine the iconic movie monster. In reality, Mary Shelley's novel focuses on the devastating, lethal fallout of abandonment. Our timeline starts in a university laboratory in Ingolstadt. After months of obsessive labor, Victor Frankenstein manages to isolate the principle of life, infusing a spark of being into the lifeless anatomy on his table. Disgusted, the moment the creature breathes and opens its dull yellow eyes, Victor is seized by visceral revulsion. The physical reality of the shuddering, 8-foot-tall being shatters his scientific idealism. Faced with a breathing, conscious being that he alone brought into existence, Victor refuses to guide it or even attempt communication. He runs away, abandoning his laboratory and leaving his creation to fend for itself. Victor's flight creates a deadly vacuum. By ignoring his mistake, he unleashes an 8-foot-tall consequence unto an unsuspecting world. The creature woke up as a blank slate. He possessed the physical strength of a giant, but the mind and vulnerability of an infant. We conduct a forensic audit through the novel's original framing device, letters written by a ship captain. These dispatches act as an objective logbook, tracking how Victor's absence forced a newly born consciousness to navigate a hostile environment alone. Closing your eyes to a problem doesn't make it disappear. Without a creator to teach him how to exist, the creature's lethal trajectory became a mathematical certainty. During his initial weeks in the wilderness, the creature is driven strictly by basic survival. He wanders the woods, shivering in the snow, trying to find simple sources of warmth and food. Eventually, he finds shelter in a hovel attached to a small cottage. By secretly observing the family living there, he learns human language, empathy, and the dynamics of familial love. He then searches the coat he took from the laboratory and discovers Victor's journal. Reading the entries, the creature is confronted with clear evidence that his own creator views him as a hideous, disgusting mistake. Desperate for connection, he finally reveals himself to the cottagers he has come to love. Despite his gentle approach, they react with immediate terror, judging him entirely by his physical deformity. The audit proves the creature was born benevolent. Constant human cruelty engineered a fiend. Left with no options for societal integration, the creature tracks Victor down and issues a logical ultimatum. If Victor engineers a female companion equally as deformed, the two of them will permanently exile themselves from humanity. Recognizing the bare minimum of duty he owes the being he forced to exist, Victor accepts the contract. He isolates himself on a remote Scottish island and begins the work a second time. As the project nears completion, paranoia overtakes him. Right in front of the watching creature, Victor tears the half-finished work to pieces. Denied his single request for companionship, the creature issues a vow of systematic retribution against everything Victor holds dear. The body count scales rapidly. The creature strangles Victor's closest friend, Henry Clerval, and then makes good on a grim promise to visit Victor on his wedding night to murder his bride. The destruction of the mate marks the definitive point of no return. By denying his creation its only chance at connection, Victor authored his own doom. The timeline concludes away from civilization, tracking a relentless chase deep into the freezing isolation of the Arctic Ocean. Victor has now lost his family, his wealth, and his connection to human society, achieving a symmetry with the creature's original state. As he pushes his dog sled across the ice, his entire existence relies on the exact same vengeful obsession that drove the creature to murder. Through his refusal to take responsibility for his actions, Victor Frankenstein has devolved into the exact same entity as his monster. Even in his final moments aboard Captain Walton's ship, Victor remains blind to his culpability. He dies unrepentant, viewing himself as the victim. Finding his creator dead brings the creature no sense of triumph. With his solitary link to existence severed, he experiences a profound emptiness and a desire to burn himself to ashes. Captain Walton secures the documents, leaving us with this permanent record and finalizing the forensic audit of these events. The story reaches past a simple warning about the dangers of scientific progress or playing God. It stands as a record of accountability, proving that when we bring powerful new forces into the world, the greatest sin is the choice to walk away.